Hey Knight fans, this is John Denton of UCFathletics.com. I'm here with new UCF Defensive Coordinator Jim Fleming. Coach, when we return, we're going to talk about a player who committed early and believes in the future at UCF. Back here with Jim Fleming, UCF's new defensive coordinator, Coach Stanley Sylverain, a no-nonsense guy, serious, and like you said, he will knock your block off.
Yeah, he will. Stanley's a great kid. You know, Jimmy Panagos did a really good job recruiting him, had him in the boat early. He really felt strongly about UCF and what we stood for and what we wanted to do, but he's a throwback linebacker. You know, he runs hard, you know, he plays hard, he goes in there and is very interested in getting into contact, and he's got the athletic ability where we can, you know, be selective in terms of where we play him, Sam, Mike, or Will. Coach,
he's a guy who had 98 tackles, 9 sacks. I mean, it seems like he's always around the ball. Is that just kind of one of those knacks that you can't teach?
Well, there's a knack to it, but I think their coaching staff in high school did a good job, you know, seeing what he could do well and then highlighted his opportunities. He played some D-end. He was an outside guy in the 3-3 stack. You know, he played some inside backer. You know, when you get a kid at any level that, you know, can bring that little bit extra to the table, you know, it's up to the coaching staff to find the best way to utilize those skills, and I think their staff did very well, and it really highlighted Stanley very well, so, you know, made it an easy take for us.
Stanley's out of the Golden Gate program down in Naples. How important is it to keep that talent in Florida? I mean, Florida is one of the most fertile recruiting grounds in the country. How important is it to keep those kids here?
I think it's huge. I think that when you go out recruiting, you always want to take care of your your backyard. I think when you're building this program in particular, you want to be able to make inroads as many times into the local area schools and around the state, and be able to compete with the other state institutions here, which we all know is no easy task. But I think you know, when you get a guy like Stanley, good football player, chooses UCF over a number of different spots, it validates the choice for other people to come in the future.
Stanley 6'3", 215. Do you like him at 215? Do you want him to get in the weight room, get in the program, and bulk up a little bit?
You know, I think it's all, the RH factor is run and hit. You know, what kids become with weight training and how their bodies develop. I'd never tell them come in at 225, 237, whatever it might be. If they, you know, they're going to get the proper instruction in the weight room here, they're going to develop physically, they're going to get the proper nutrition. What they become is what they become. You know, very rarely with a linebacker do you have to really worry too much, you know, about where they're at. I think you can play at 215. I think you can, if you carry 225, all the better. You know, as long as it's good weight and you're able to go ahead and run from point A to point B and get there in a bad mood, that's what makes a good linebacker.
I'm in a bad mood. Yeah. That's the recap on Stanley Sylverain. He was a big hitter in high school. Let's hope he's a big hit at UCF.